Okay, guys, I won't be here today, so I need you guys to get out your packets from yesterday, and we're going to start on this page where we're going to slowly review what we learned yesterday and then continue with that I did today with another packet, which you should have picked up. So we talked about systems of equations and looking at different types of solutions. So we're going to review real quick. If your lines are intersecting, which means that they touch at one point, we call that one solution. And the equations that we work with here have different slopes, different y-intercepts. If we end up with a solution where they are parallel lines, this means no solution because they will never touch. Parallel lines will never share a point. But in their equations, they will have the same slopes. Okay? So that's a good indication that you're going to graph parallel lines if that in the equations they share the same slope. And then we talked about our third solution being the same line. Okay? That means that in their equations they will share the same slopes and they will share the same y-intercepts for them to be the same line. So the goal here on this sheet is to be able to read the equations without graphing them and determine what kind of solution you have. Do you have one solution where they're going to intersect? Are you going to graph parallel lines where that's no solution, or are you going to graph the same line? So looking at number 1 here, we're targeting our slopes and y-intercepts. You guys know the slope's in front of x, and then the y-intercept is behind x. Okay? So I'm looking at these numbers. So I see that these two equations share the same slope, but they don't have the same y-intercepts. So, but no same y-intercepts. So that means they're not the exact same lines. However, if they share the same slope, you will end up graphing parallel lines. Well, if you have parallel lines here, it means that they will never touch. So we can say this is a no solution. Okay, so that would be our answer to the first one just by reading the equations. Okay, number 2. If you look at the slopes here, one is a -6/1 and one is 1/5. Those are not the same slopes, okay? And then we don't have the same y-intercepts. So because they both are different, you will know that these are going to be two different slopes, one that has a negative slope, one that has a positive slope, and that means they'll touch at once. So this will be just one solution, okay? If you look at number 3, our slopes is 3/4 and 6/8. Now, if you just look at them, you would just assume they're not the same, but let's be careful about that. If I simplify 6/8, divide by 2 here to simplify the slope, this would then give me 3/4. So that tells me they share the same slope. Okay, and then same with the y-intercepts. We've got, they're both negative. One is 1/4, one is written as 2/8. But again, be careful here because 2/8 could simplify to be 1/4. So in this case, in this equation, they both have the same slopes. Okay, same y-intercepts, and these end up being the exact same lines. So they would look something like this when we graph them, which means that they will share every point, and in this case, multiple points, okay? Multiple solutions. All right, flip your page over. Look at a couple more of these, okay? These do not have the same slope, don't have the same y-intercepts. So this means that they will be two different lines on the grid intersecting at one point. So this would be just one solution, okay? Here they share the same slopes, -30, and they have different y-intercepts. So this means that they're not the exact same lines, however, they share the same slopes. So same slopes means parallel lines, okay? And parallel lines means no solution. Okay, and then last one, do not have the same slopes, do not have the same y-intercepts, so this would be one solution. Okay? Now, that's all we're doing on the packet that you picked up yesterday. I need you to get out the packet you picked up today, which is right here. And we're going to go over writing these two equations. So your goal today now is to be able to take your lines here, this one and this one, and write the equations or write the systems. So that involves identifying your M and your B for both lines, okay? So for this one, the blue line, we've got an M and B for both of these lines. So for the blue line, my y-intercept's going to be up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my slope is going to be down 1, 2, 3, 4, to the left 1, 2, 3. So down 4 to the left 3 would be my slope for that line. For the green line, my y-intercept would be -1 because we're touching here. And then my slope is going to be down 1, 2, 3, to the right 1, 2, 3. So down 3 to the right 3. Okay, and then putting this all together, the blue line, the equation would be y equals 4 over 3x plus 6. And the second equation is going to be y equals -1x minus 1. Okay, and that was written in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Okay, so now I've modeled how to do this. Your job is to do this one. So you find M and B here and write your system. And then the rest of your job today is to finish this packet. Do not forget you also have boom cards assigned to you to work on if you finish this. All right? Have a good day. We'll see you later. Bye.